Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having the Sun in Cancer and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, there's a lot of disparity between these two signs. They are very different in expression, and somebody that has the Sun in Cancer and Aquarius rising or ascendant is obviously going to be projecting their outer demeanor, their outer self, much more differently than who they are actually inside. Now, Sun in Cancer can be very introverted and very much a homebody. Very enamored with domestic activity, while the Aquarius rising can be very a little bit more extroverted, more about being that universal friend, may have many friends in their life, may be much more gregarious, and be a lot more sociable than than as far as the typical Sun in Cancer goes. Now, this is a combination. When I see this could be somebody that might like to have a lot of new things in their home. There still might be a strong energy toward their home life, but they may bring a lot of friends into their home, as Aquarius can be that sign of the universal friend, and they might have a lot of innovations, or just not necessarily innovations, but their home might constantly be equipped with new technology, whether it's computers or any other electronic devices. And this is uh, when you look at the sun sign and in the ascendant, the sun sign represents our basic wants, and the rising sign or ascendant represents the manner or method in which one attains these basic wants. So the Sun in Cancer, the basic wants can be strongly connected with having a good home, family life, emotional security, and uh, and having an Aquarius ascendant, that maybe perhaps this person attains these Cancer basic wants perhaps through something Aquarian like. It can be through doing something unorthodox. It might be through an Aquarian type profession such as aeronautics, space, um, computers, electronics, could even be through invention or innovation. And it could be through some esoteric subject or subjects, or it could be through some unusual type profession. So those are some things to consider with this combination. And this person might inject their Cancer emotional energy may come out strongly through their Aquarius rising. And Aquarius rising can be sometimes be dogmatic, and even though they're progressive and they could be scientific, they could be set in what their beliefs are. And this emotional energy of the Sun in Cancer can come out through their strong beliefs. Now, what's important to look at are the aspect that the Sun in Cancer makes to the Aquarius ascendant. Now, in many cases, now the signs, as you know, are inconjunct by aspect, and they're not compatible by aspect. But if you have an inconjunct aspect, this can further intensify perhaps the difficulty is for integrating these two signs. Now, let's say somebody has the Sun in Cancer at 7 degrees and Aquarius Ascendant at 10 degrees. This would be an inconjunct aspect, which could be adverse, and it could indicate some exasperation and tension within the person because of this. Now, even if the person is not cognizant of these astrological placements, they may feel that they're projecting their outer demeanor. What they're projecting outwardly is a lot different than what is going on inside, and there could be feelings of feeling misconstrued or misunderstood by others because of this. And the same could be said if there is an out of sign opposition aspect. Let's say somebody has the Sun in Cancer at 29 degrees, and if they have their Aquarius ascendant at 1 degree, that would be an out of sign opposition aspect. And you would have this, it would be very similar with the inconjunct. You could have those feelings of being misconstrued or misunderstood by others, and you may feel that tension and exasperation maybe because of this. Now, and of course it is an adverse aspect. Now, in some cases you can have an out of sign trine aspect take place between these energies. Now, let's say somebody has the sun in Cancer at 2 degrees and the rising sign Aquarius is at 28 degrees. Well, this would form an out of sign trine aspect, which could be positive and auspicious, and it could indicate that these people may be able to blend in, integrate the energy a little more positively than the typical person that has this Cancer Sun Aquarius Ascendant combination. Now, another thing to look at is to look at the house that the sun in Cancer is in. Now, having your rising sign is often dominant and can, to some degree, may suppress your sun energy. Now, but looking at the house placement of the sun, it could still show that this the sun in Cancer energy may still come out prominently in this particular area as far as the house it resides in. Now, let's say somebody has the sun in Cancer at in the 4th house. Well, this could give a little bit more accentuation on the sun in Cancer energy because it would be in the house that corresponds with Cancer, and you might see this person's sun in Cancer come out a little bit more strongly than the typical sun in Cancer Aquarius Ascendant combination. And that emotional energy, that sensitivity, that nurturing, that clinging energy may come out very strongly in matters pertaining to their home and their family life. Now, if the sun in Cancer is in the 5th house, you could show this emotional energy, this sensitivity may come out in creative endeavors, in their romance, perhaps with children if applicable, and also if the sun in Cancer, let's say, is in the 6th house in the person's natal chart, well, this Cancer energy, this Cancer tenaciousness, this clinging, the sensitivity, and the emotional side may come out strongly in matters pertaining to work, health, and service. And this could be where that nurturing and sensitivity might come out, perhaps through fellow employees if applicable. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the sun in Cancer and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time where I'll be dissertating and talking about having a Cancer Sun and Pisces Ascendant in a natal chart. 2 things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.